What's up, guys? I'm Killer Cam, and we're here at Team No. Or no. What's up, guys? I'm Killer Cam with Stunt News. We're here at No Limit Motorsports. We're going to do a little interview with Jason Britton. Check out some of the dope whips he uses to travel around all of his bikes. So let's go ahead and get into it. Today we're going to take a look at how Jason gets around. Jason travels all over the U.S. to do shows, demonstrate all of his bikes that he has, promote his shop, and promote Kawasaki and a bunch of other sponsors. And in order to do that, you need to have reliable transportation. And also, not just being reliable, you also want something comfortable. Just like you said, you're going to be spending hours and hours on the road with a bunch of people. You guys take turns driving back and forth?
Generally, yes. Yeah, I mean, when you got the big RV set up, you got 40 feet of fury plus a 20-foot trailer, long hours sometimes on the road, and you start droning out and not really paying attention to what's going on after 6 or 8 hours. You got to switch it up to be safe.
Definitely. What kind of mile per gallon are you getting on this thing?
This gets about 8 to 10, depending on the wind and the conditions, uphill, downhill, whatever you got going.
Right.
We have another setup, obviously, the Sprinter van, which gets about 17 if you're on it and about 20 miles per gallon if you're cruising.
Right. And that's with the Sprinter, and that's full with how many bikes? Full?
Two bikes generally. I mean, we don't take 4 bikes very often, but if we do need to take 4, it can accommodate 4 bikes.
Right.
And it probably won't alter the fuel mileage by anything, really.
How many vehicles do you have?
For the means of transporting bikes, so the RV trailer setup holds 4 bikes comfortably. The Sprinter van with the lounge area holds 2 bikes comfortably, or 2 bikes and a mini. Take the seats in the lounge area out, it can hold 4 bikes. The Sprinter van can also pull the trailer, so you could actually ultimately do 6 or 8 bikes.
True.
And then sometimes my Sprinter van can be on the East Coast. My RV can be up in the Pacific Northwest, and I'll throw bikes in my pickup truck.
Jeez, all over the place.
Yeah, or I put bikes in crates and ship bikes across country as well.
Right. Is it pretty hard to keep all these things clean?
It is not hard at all. I went into business with a good friend of mine, Trey Franklin, No Limit Detail. So we keep all the stuff detailed in between our regular customer jobs.
Right.
And the best thing about it is, before you guys came here, we just unwrapped this. This was covered up, but I knew you guys were coming down, and I wanted to make sure you just didn't get a dormant, sitting RV that was wrapped up and you couldn't take a look at it. So you guys will get a full tour, walk through, and answer any questions that you may have.
Definitely.
And yeah, so we keep everything. The Sprinter van stays indoors. The RV stays under a cover. Right. And the trailer, we just ceramic coat and take care of it whenever it needs. The main vehicle I use, I would have to say, is my Sprinter van. That's used for practice and for local shows or like supercross events where the pit area is not that large and expansive and they can't hold the RV and trailer. But for events like we're traveling to the East Coast coming up in June, and we're going to be out there for a while. And when you need a home base, but not home, you have the RV.
Yeah,
so you have TV, you have satellite, you have all that stuff, all the amenities, a full-size residential fridge, all the amenities, couches, air conditioning, and it's really nice. So that's home away from home. This is more satellite events.
Right, local around here. Let's take a look at some of your vehicles you got going on here and get a little bit more detail to them.
Yeah, good.
What's up, everybody? Jason here, and we're hanging out in my road crib, 2018 Forest River, Berkshire, and this is our stunt hauler. Captain's chair right here. This is where, what do they say? All the driving gets done. So yeah, this is where the eyes meet the open road, and we haul our bikes to the event. Would not be the same if you didn't have a TV overhead to watch some of the stunt videos and antics that happen, or television. Passenger seat, nothing special there. And behind me, we have the energy station. No, literally, it's like the energy station. We keep it stocked with water, some water, and then obviously the energy to keep us driving down the road and getting along. Full-size residential fridge, kind of nice when you don't want to make stops to get refreshments all the time. Residential freezer, nothing special, freezer pops. Kids love it, everyone loves it. Induction cooktop, which you can put your hand on the bottom of the pot when you're cooking if you lift it up, but it won't burn you. This thing gets super hot but doesn't get hot. Now, convection microwave oven, if you want to bake or do whatever, you can see how often I use it. That's why this is all over the place. Yeah, so I don't mess with that thing. Anyways, a sink, you know, when you have dishes or a dish, monster towels to wipe up your cooking mess, your regular normal amenities, Harman Kardon sound station there, more TV, and fireplace when it's cold driving down the road. And the throw area rug here is a nice Kawasaki area rug. Bathroom area, which not a whole lot to see here. Your basics. If you want to take a look in, no one really cares about a bathroom, but when you need it is when you look at it. And there it is. We've got a pantry area right here where this just houses basically, there you go. So we got a regular pantry that I forgot about. There's all that making me hungry. All the snacks and stuff in there. Some napkins, paper towels, storage. That turns into a queen size bed. That turns into a full size bed, by the way, forgot to mention that. And this is where I generally reside on the road. Post up on road trips, watch some more TV. Got my wardrobe area here. And then I have my own personal restroom. The old no touch. I don't know why that's so cool, but with all the COVID-19 and everything that's going on, nobody wants to touch a toilet handle. So thank God for that. Washer and dryer. Stunt riders are dirty. We sweat after riding. Clothes get dirty. Salt stains everywhere. Washer and dryer. On the road, nothing like it. Quick shower if I'm not feeling great. Hot water, cold water. You know, medicine cabinet with no medicine in it. And, you know, the normal stuff like you have at your regular house, including a ceiling fan. So when it's hot in Georgia or South Carolina, you crank the air conditioning on this thing and you let the fan cool the place down and circulate some of the air. Oh, let's come to the command center real quick, because this is kind of cool. My other RVs didn't have this. So you just go here. If you want to control the temperature in any of the room areas, it's right there. If you want to go back and check any of your pump, water pump or entry step or any of that, if it's on, right there. Lighting, it tells you which lights are on, which lights are available to be on. Skip on through. Pretty trick. My old RV didn't have this setup. This is like above my pay grade for RVs, because I had the older stuff that didn't have anything. It was all like analog, not very digital. We keep plenty of water on board in case we run out and for some reason, COVID-19, we can't find water. We've got it dialed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Watch your step walking out of the crib. And yeah, we can move on to the Sprinter van, which is a lot quicker tour than that. Sure. All right, so we went from the main house to, I don't know what you'd call it, the mother-in-law's quarters. No, the Sprinter van. This is actually more of my favorite than the RV, because getting around town in the Sprinter van, you're hauling two bikes, primarily whatever you're riding for the shows or stunt session. You've got all your storage for all this in stuff bags. Van was built by RB Components, not a plug, just stating the van was built by RB Components. Have a lot of trust in their work. Plenty of space to hang stuff, storage. There's more storage that can click out in that panel bed area up top. And then two bikes held in by pit bull stands. The ramp, if you guys don't know, I have severe OCD. So everything has its place. Everything has to be secured, strapped down, including the broom, all of it, the fire extinguisher, you name it. Being so picky about everything and not wanting to screw up when I load things, I gotta have lighting all inside, all outside. There's lighting that will blow your eyes out around this thing. It'll make it like a football field during Super Bowl. So outside shower, cord hooks up there, curtain goes from here to this side, and you can plug in, turn the water heater on, you got hot water, hot shower, you step on a rubber mat, keep your little feet clean, rinse off, dry off, get back in the van and go. It's what everyone needs in their life. We call it van life, moving forward. And that term was not created, oddly enough, by stunt riders. It was created by like gypsies or people that actually get through their life in a van. People live in vans, if you did not know. And if I were to live in a van, let me tell you, this would be the van that I would live in. You know why? Because it's got freaking reclining footrest. And you know what else? This seat, like, I'm not driving anywhere. I'm just hanging out right here in this seat. Post that up. It's time to get out and do shows and do business. Reach in here and grab a water. Got a fridge, stays cold. Got an inverter, got solar panels. They thought of it all. Sound system throughout. And then up front, we will open this door. And all these seats swivel, by the way. What's the importance of that? Got a sponsor, need to have a meeting. Swivel these seats around. There's a lounge table that goes here, a single or double table, 4 chairs. You can have a meeting with your corporate KMC sponsor or Monster Energy or Icon, any of them. And they can come in, cool off. The van stays nice and cool, usually throughout the events. That's where the driving happens. I'm so picky, I need rubber all-weather mats on top of the carpet mats. Keep this thing clean while we're traveling. Also carry a vacuum on board. How important is that? Everyone needs a vacuum. Get a vacuum in your life. And I don't ride for DeWalt or Milwaukee or any of them, but they make great cordless stuff that will keep your stuff clean, and you can blow off the stunt spot with the blowers and live your life. 2-wheel drive, all-terrain tires. I know I'm a broke ass. I don't have a 4-wheel drive van, but let me tell you why I don't have a 4-wheel drive van. If I so chose to buy a 4-wheel drive van and break myself as far as my bank account, guess what? I'd have to park my nice 4-wheel drive van outside because it's 4 inches taller and it wouldn't fit. This barely scrapes, and I'm not gonna spend $5,000 to blow out the top of my building, open the door up more so I can have one door that's offset and not be able to sleep at night because my doors are different heights. So yeah, that's what it is. I'm a cheap ass, and I work hard for my stuff. That's why I keep it so clean, because I don't like to trash stuff that I can't just readily buy over and over and over again. But I don't owe anybody anything. This is mine, it's paid for, and that's why I love it.